In 1984, a researcher published a study in the journal Science. It quietly changed how hospitals are designed. Patients recovering from the same surgery in the same ward, the only difference was the view from the window. Those who could see trees healed faster, needed fewer painkillers, and went home sooner than the ones who were facing a brick wall. Nature wasn't decoration, it was medicine, and the seven mindful questions travel beautifully into it. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Lisa Aloha, fresh back from Hawaii, and this is Science Back, soul supported day 11 of the long light. Now, the workshop session one yesterday is behind us, and there are three more Wednesdays ahead. And now this is where we're going to turn a corner. And for the rest of the month, we take the seven outside into the longest light of the year. And today, why the framework is portable and why summer is asking. Here's something I love about the seven mindful questions. They don't need a cushion, a candle, or a quiet room. They are seven questions. You carry them with you in your own head, which means the moment summer opens the door, you can take the whole practice outside. And the science says outside is actually where it wants to be. And the science says outside is exactly where it wants to be. Start with the study that changed hospitals. In 1984, Roger Ulrich published research in the journal Science on patients recovering from gallbladder surgery. Same procedure, same ward. The only variable was the window. Half of them looked out on a stand of trees, and the other half looked at a brick wall. The patients with the view of trees recovered faster and asked for fewer strong painkillers and were discharged sooner. The difference wasn't in their bodies, it was what their attention was resting on. Now, why would a view of trees do that? The best explanation comes from Rachel and Stephen Kaplan at the University of Michigan, who developed what they called attention restoration theory. Their idea, modern life runs on directed attention, the effortful, narrow screen and deadline focus that fatigues like a muscle. Now, nature offers a different kind of attention that they call soft fascination, the play of light through the leaves, water moving, clouds. It holds you gently without draining you. And while it does, the depleted attention muscle quietly refills. The Japanese have a name for using this on purpose: Shinrin Yoku, forest bathing. Not hiking, not exercising, simply being among trees with your senses open. The research on it shows lowered stress hormones and a calmer nervous system from doing essentially nothing but paying attention, soft attention outdoors. So here's the move for the rest of this month. Let's take that staircase outside. You already know the seven steps. Now run them in the open air. Step out the door and start with question one. What am I doing right now? Except now the answer includes the warmth on your arms, the sound under your feet, the light at this hour. Walk down through because and care with the sky instead of the ceiling. Take that sacred pause, question four, with real air in your lungs instead of office air. The questions don't change. The room, and the room, it turns out, is doing half the work. This is what we mean on this brand by light as medicine. It's not a metaphor, it's a measurable thing. Summer hands you the longest, latest, most generous light of the entire year. And most of us spend it indoors, in the air conditioning, looking at the same brick wall the surgery patients couldn't heal next to. Now, you don't have to. The framework fits in your pocket. The door is right there. Today, take one piece of your practice outside, even 5 minutes. Step out and run just the first question with your senses open. What am I doing right now? And let the answer include the light, the air, and the sound. Notice what your attention does when you stop, redirecting it, and let nature hold it instead. The Power of Seven workshop is continuing every Wednesday. Next up is June 17th, June 24th, July 1st, all at 3 p.m. Eastern on Microsoft Teams. Session 1 is done, but the door is still open. There is a replay, and you can still join us. The link's in the description. If this gave you permission to take the practice outdoors, hit like, drop a comment. I read every single one. And tell me where you're going to run your questions this week. On your porch, in a park, in water, like a pool, or on a trail. And share this post with someone who's been stuck next to their own brick wall. Tomorrow, we put the questions in motion. Now, like, subscribe, do all the things, comment. I read every single comment. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. And keep this mnemonic in mind as you're walking outside today. I'm aware because I care. Pause and breathe. I choose a better alternative.